ever seen that. I genuinely don't think I've ever casted a game where the team planted 6 times, including the overtime, including the round 11.
And what's kind of mind-boggling about that is, like, you probably know in-game what is happening. Like, hey, we just keep letting them get bombed down. And it's like there's zero adjustment. It's like, well, maybe let's just push straight through the bomb site. Maybe
they did try that, but Splice, in the 2 rounds that Fab tried it, went to the other side. It was a perfect blind call. So the 2 rounds that Fab pushed through B, Splice had perfectly called to go towards A.
Yeah, I guess sometimes you just kind of, don't want to say get lucky with those blind calls, but obviously when a team is pushing straight through a bomb site and you conveniently elect to go towards the other, that is pretty fortunate for your team. But still, I don't think you can, I mean, I know you cannot give up that many plants to a team. I do not expect to see that in this one. I definitely think you're going to see more contention for the bomb sites.
Now, what I'm watching out for as the series goes on is, yes, Epsilon at times looked a little bit shaky. Dave really did lead that team at 34-21. Can Shane keep up that performance he had in game 1? Because if Shane doesn't do what he does right there, leading his team not only in slaying, but in objective time and overall presence of the map and rotations, I mean, where does the Imperial end up? It's the veteran leadership they've got in Shane on this lineup. We're getting into game number 2, though, between Epsilon and the Imperial. We hope you're enjoying the coverage of the CWL London Invitational presented by the PS4. There's a look at the trophy. In the foreground and the background, the Epsilon players thinking of hoisting that at the end of the weekend, but do I got some news for them.
Splice is pretty good. Yeah. Splice is pretty good. That would be my news to them. Yes. I would say focus on
orbit our thing.
Focus on Imperial.
Yes.
Let's get through Imperial. Then let's worry about the rest. I think Epsilon, look, they would be thrilled with making it into brackets, getting some more pro points. I think that's really what their goal is.
Let's start it off. It's going to be a pressure towards the outside site here at B. It's a 2-2 stack from the side of Epsilon, which already seems like an interesting setup, as we will see players immediately flying on in, kills being traded it out. That is Shane and Sam B making it a 2-on-2, so still a very winnable round if you're on the side of the Imperial.
Yeah, and a look at this flank actually coming in from Epsilon as well. So all Hockey has to do is just play his life and just wait out enough time for Desire to make this play. And Shane's actually going to get very aggressive.
Shane's elite.
Hockey out, and now they're going to push straight through this. Fantastic play there by Shane.
Shane is elite, man. 2-0 start from him. How does the offensive team play this one? They have spotted him. There it is. Beautiful positioning. They play passively, wait for the flank, and that'll be a round win for the Imperial where they get first blooded. First 2 kills actually go in favor of Epsilon, but because they're there to follow up their teammates, they traded right on out, and then Sam B and Shane don't look back. The duo win that round for their team.
Yeah, I mean, if you're from the offensive side, you will take that all day. If you can work things down into a 2v2 scenario, and obviously they do not know that the players on Epsilon are so spread out, but if you're the offense, it's a perfect situation to be in, and we'll see what Epsilon does now on the offensive side of their own. So it looks like they're going to actually go towards them.
I mean, Dave's hitting the wall run if he's got this weapon in his hand. Okay, maybe not. Surprised to see this type of play. Gonna challenge a bomb, which does make sense. 4 players, though, in position here for the Imperial. They're going to go for the stretch. Trophy system defense already. It's destroyed, though. And yeah, this is he's got to back that up, but he's actually not able to get out with his life. It's Shane striking first blood. Hockey trying to watch over his teammates towards this back rock area. Numbers now in favor of Epsilon. Vortex soaring on through. Tries to get out with his life. He's got the help of his teammates there. 1-1. As the team's tied up.
Yeah, just so many nades there on the bomb. Not able to get it down. He actually gets taken out while trying to plant, but the rest of his teammates just flying straight through the site, getting very aggressive. So many good sight lines when you're pushing there over towards the B site.
Makes sense from Hockey to challenge that. He had his teammate already pushed through L, so thought that there was a trade opportunity for the other team and made sure to stop it. 1-1 now, so we've seen how both teams like to play defense and how both teams have actually succeeded on the offensive side of things, and that's by getting aggressive towards the back rock and pushing out their opponent. Look at this map split up right now, though. Brain playing this off angle in this corner of Factory will get first blood for his team, as the 2-2 split from Epsilon doesn't look like it'll be the right call here on defense.
Well, I think they know how aggressive Epsilon is as a team just in nature, so they spread out. They wait for a player to just come on the flank, and they get an easy first blood there onto Dave. So now it's going to put Epsilon in a very tough position. You see how spread out they are. And Imperial just going to sit back, try and play for another pick.
Yeah, even there, just shoulder peeking, dropping down before they can get cut down. And you'll see the rotation now on the minimap. How prepared is Hockey for this? As he's got the NV4. Did he spot the player around the back crate? I do believe so. But him by himself, I mean, he's got to run away, right? He's got to get out with his life.
Yeah, there's no reason for him to challenge this. I mean, he knows at least 2 players are there. You expect at least another, being the bomb planter, to be in this location. So he has a very good idea. There's 3 players there. Brain takes out both of his teammates there. Not in a good spot. So we'll see Hockey. He's going to be able to get one, not going to be able to pick up another. And it'll be Imperial taking a 2-1 lead.
Finally, man. Finally, we're seeing two pretty closely matched teams go at it, and it's
I like
entirely different gameplay.
I like how you use the word close and not equally matched teams, but
yeah, I mean,
I still feel like Epsilon's a favorite in this one.
yeah, that's kind of my feeling as well. I just know all the sentiments of the Epsilon squad coming in this weekend is like, people thought they'd be higher on the pro points ladder, and they're just not.
Well, look, they've been gifted this opportunity.
Yes.
And you know, he heard a lot from the guys like,
an email?
yeah, you know, we want to be in the tournament. We didn't send an email. We don't know how to send emails. Like, they finally
they don't have email.
Yeah, they don't have email. Whatever the situation was. I mean, now they get the opportunity to get here and prove how good they are and make their mark and get enough points to potentially make it to Atlanta. They need to take advantage of this opportunity.
Well, again, it's led by a trophy system towards his B site. Look at that. Perfect. Defends him from 2 grenades, and now he gets the objective down. 40 seconds left for the Imperial to go for this defuse.
And now you have the position all in favor of Epsilon here. You see Imperial just trying to flood through those outside areas, and they just get gunned down. And when you get bombed down over at that site, it's so difficult from the defensive standpoint because the area all the way to the left, you know, is just so wide open. The crates there, great cover for the attackers. And then there's that one like really narrow choke straight to bomb.
Yeah.
Where you know there's going to be a player now with the ERAD in play with an SMG right there in that close quarters, not going to be able to push that with an ERAD or not going to push it with an NV4 or a K-bar. So that just proves very difficult for the defensive side to retake that bomb. We're
slowly getting towards the point where payloads will begin to come into play. You can see Sam be the closest on his team with Rewind, 1 kill away. Endura 0-3 right now. Was that just a sniper brought out on the side of Epsilon? I'm not entirely sure. Thought I saw a shot go off. Maybe not. Shane and crew though pushing on up, and again focused towards this B site. I'm assuming trophies will be thrown in, and there's a challenge already flying on out as Epsilon. The aggression paying off as they get 3 quick kills, and before Sam B can even rotate, his teammates are already dead. Very winnable round, though, with Rewind available.
Yeah.
Can't get away, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, with Rewind to 1v2, you could potentially pull something out there, but he gets cut down before he has the opportunity.
So that right there is a perfect example of how you can break that site. I was talking about it a little bit earlier today. You just need to have the confidence and trust in your teammates to slide out on bomb, kill the planter, because you know that there's typically always someone watching the flank. So if you 4-hit a side on this map, as you saw right there with Sam B, he wasn't there in time for a trade. He gets a kill and gets out, but that wasn't really a trade. It was more, oh, hey, there's somebody in front of me.
And I feel like the best opportunity to push that is right as soon as they get the bomb down. And so as soon as you see, you know, the situation pop up where the bomb is planted, that's when you need to jump out and challenge it, but it's going to be...
Or as long as you have full confirmation, because you can stretch that bomb with trophies down.
It's very true.
But if teams start throwing it in, they see the trophies blow up, you see to go for it. And that's what they do there. It pays off. This time around, they change things up, though, on the side of Epsilon. They'll go for a quick plan A, and it's a 3v3 with 35 seconds left to defuse.
And Dave, being very smart, knows he does not need to challenge this fight. Backs down a little bit, regen some health, but Brain, regardless of that, comes through and wins it. And now you see Vortex has Rewind available. He actually kills Brain with that nade. Now he's going to back out.
I think
the rest of his life.
I think Epsilon 100% win this round now. With Rewind ready to go. Does he?
Well, they didn't win the round. That was
so.
That
Matt,
was.
Have you liked London?
Those shots were awful. I mean, how are you going to let that happen?
What did I just watch?
He just goes prone, turns.
Look, here it is.
Absolutely destroys him.
And he's got Rewind ready to go. Oh, that is a proper. That is what's a London term we could say?
I don't know any London terms. To be honest, I don't have any.
Yeah, I don't have
anything for you, Jack. 3 rounds.
We messed up.
Absolutely crazy.
We got to watch Sam B now.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, he does have the Rewind available. Did not need to use it in that previous round. That is one that Epsilon would like to have back.
I was so sure that that's for Epsilon. Like, you got Rewind ready to go. Both players in you. There's barely any time left to defuse. But all right, here comes the pressure now. They're gonna go ahead and show players towards B. They haven't committed to it yet. I think the main thing that was the action on the minimap right now, which is Desire as well as Dave trying to see what they could do for their team. And look at where Shane is. Shane has no idea. This could be the biggest blunder of this entire map. He's not expecting them to flank all the way through his spawn. And now his teammates are going, Shane, did you not watch our back that whole time, bud? Thankfully, he's still here at least to make it a 2v2. So round not over yet.
It's not the worst situation for the side of Imperial. I mean, obviously from the offensive side, you work things down to a 2v2. Probably not the situation you thought so, but Sam B gets very aggressive, pushes straight through. It's going to force Vortex to use his rewind, and he uses it around that they lose. So a very good round there for Imperial.
And remember, players still having to get used to the fact that when you rewind now, you don't gain back all your HP. You just gain back a sliver. There you saw he was still half health. In the past, rewind would have given him all his ammo back, fully reloaded his clip, and given him full HP, which definitely would have made that gunfight possible. It's differences like that, balance changes like that, that absolutely change how you have to use that payload ability.
Yeah, with the balance changes coming in, so often, obviously Infinity Ward doing a great job just tweaking things to the competitive rule set, you have to kind of be aware of those. I mean, that is something that's changed recently that obviously players still not used to.
Yeah, and it showed right there. So Vortex will get first blood. Epsilon, after getting turned on in that 1v2 scenario, they need to make sure that they can regain some composure. It would be a great way to show the caliber of this team, as the closest group play matchup is middle of being underway. 2v2 now, as kills do come in towards B. You've got Hawkeye getting shots onto one player, so it's a 1v1. He's got react, or 2v1, sorry. Thought Vortex died there. Sam B with rewind. Does he use it this time around?
I think if he gets one, you potentially use it, depending on how weak he is. He's going to be able to pick up one kill. He's going to back up, not going to use rewind here. He's got Hawkeye chasing him down. Hawkeye does have his ability ready as well, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. But Sam B gets out. I don't think Hawkeye has any idea where he's relocated to.
I mean, this is going to be a battle of, they're going to get in a 1v1. Hawkeye's going to pop reactive. Immediately, you're going to see Sam B realize it. He's going to rewind, and then it all comes down to who hits their shots after that.
This is a perfect spot here for Sam B. Be positioned in. He's going to get some shots.
Wow.
Going to be able to take out Hawkeye. A fantastic 1v2 clutch there from Sam B. He's had some hero plays here in Search and Destroy.
He's the real deal, bro.
And it's Imperial, one round away from tying this series up.
What is it for his performance right now? 10-3 from Sam B. 2 clutches as well. That's the bigger thing for me.
Yeah.
Outside of the kills, it's where he's gotten them for his team. He still has rewind ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's been the biggest contributor in the 2 rounds that meant the most right now for Imperial. So obviously you look at Sam B as being crucial to their success here in Search and Destroy. And it seems like they don't really know what they want to do here on the offensive side. It looked like they were going over towards Bean. Now they're going to be a little bit more passive, back up. And I think they're worried about the side of Epsilon coming on this flank that they've been doing quite consistently from the defensive side, but it's not coming here. So Imperial just going to waste a ton of time here at the beginning of the game.
Yep. And it does look like now as they begin to develop towards a site, they might have chosen the right one, because look at what Epsilon have done. They sent 4 players to B. They go, oh God, nothing's here. They had A. They go back to A. They still, there's nothing here. Let's go back to B, I guess. So now we should have a 2v2 scenario towards this site. Brain moves on up. I think the bigger thing to point out is if he gets this bomb planted, he earns himself camo, and that's basically a free round win, because then you just push out the rock, get yourself a kill, and boom, that is game done. As there's the camo push from Dave, so he's going to be the one to initiate the action. Love that play from Epsilon. How does Sam B and crew react? They do get 2 quick kills as players are just flying high, soaring for no reason. There's no need to challenge that. Sam B inching up. If he gets his kill, he earns the bombardment. Does he peek the corner in time? It does appear so. He's got someone in front of him. 15 seconds left.
With 2 players behind perfect cover, there was no reason for Epsilon to challenge that. Sam B trying to make this a 1v1, not able to do so. Epsilon takes the round. I feel like that is what Imperial just gave them.
Yeah, especially towards the end. Some pacing issues towards that back rock area. They could have definitely challenged all 3 players at once, but instead 1 player challenges, another player challenges, and then the final one does, and they die 1 by 1 by 1. Bigger thing though, Sam B doesn't earn that final streak. Either way though, he still has a ton to work with. Rewind, obviously he's got Scorches as well as a Trinity Rocket, so if you're on the side of Imperial, you're feeling confident, but you're also playing exactly like this, which is getting the pressure inside, and then you can streak out the B-bomb if needed.
And we'll see it. All these first gun battles are huge, I was going to say. And Shane and Enduro win 1 each. And now it's going to be all on Vortex to extend this map. So it'll be a 1v4. He's able to get one, has the rewind, uses it. Oh, 2 players line up, not able to win anything. It'll be Imperial tying this series up at 1 game apiece. Taking map number 2, 6-4.
Sam B had 2 rounds that he clutched up in tough scenarios. And he goes 11-4. What's the difference in the game? 2 rounds, 6-4 in favor of the Imperial. Great stuff from them, as now we've got ourselves a series, Mr. X. We're going to see breakout hardpoint.
Yeah, slower game mode and Search and Destroy. You expected that to be one. Imperial could make their mark on it, and they do. They secure that 2nd map win. Unfortunately for them, they got to win one of these next 2 respawns to see another Search and Destroy.
And I think we're beginning to see a little bit of Epsilon struggles transfer over from what we've seen online.